Welcome back to another episode of Desert Island. I am Chandra. I have to see the distinct so I can line it up.
Okay.
Line it up.
Go for it.
I just did. Welcome back. Cliff and Chandra here from Not Gospel Studios. This is Desert Island, and today we are talking about movies. That sounded like you farted.
It wasn't me.
What 3 movies would you take? Is it 3? Are we doing 3 still?
Okay.
What 3 movies would you take with you on a desert island? Do you know what you would take? Do you know your 3 movies? I'm going to let you go first.
You're probably not going to like any of my movies.
Your first movie. Go.
Sense and Sensibilities with Emma Thompson and Hugh Grant.
Yeah, no. Don't like it.
Okay, what would you take? Your first movie?
Braveheart. Braveheart.
Okay, I haven't seen that in 20 years.
Favoriteest movie of all time.
Wow.
Braveheart.
I wonder what that says about our personalities. Okay, for me, for Sense and Sensibilities,
Yes.
I believe it has romance, it has humor. I really like how you get to see a love story without like sexuality in it, like no like dirty stuff. And I think it's really long, which I like long movies, and it really immerses you in like a whole nother lifestyle. I enjoy all that. And I can watch it on repeat because the good conversation in it.
Okay.
You did not care what I had to say. You were just listening till you could talk.
No. Because I've never seen the movie,
Okay.
to my recollection, I can't vouch for everything you say and me feeling the same way.
Yeah.
But what I was doing was connecting the dots of the things that you said
To why
with
you like
whether they
Braveheart?
matched up with Braveheart.
Yeah.
Yes, I like Braveheart for a lot of the same reasons.
How long is it?
It's like a 3-hour movie. It's
Oh,
two
geez.
2 VHS two VHS tapes for those of us who had it back in the day. It has romance. The entire story is a romance story. It's a romance revenge story. He literally starts the whole.
I don't even remember that.
He starts the whole war because they killed his woman, his secret wife. There's romance that's clean. There's only like one booby in the whole movie that I can remember. I spent a whole summer watching it on repeat every day while I did my chores.
Oh.
Like VHS, rewind it, watch the other one.
Do you think there's a modern version of that kids that are growing up now can identify with?
Coco Melon. It's those little cheap
Living.
and Pink Fong Baby Shark videos.
No, I'm serious. Like that teenage boys particularly can see honor and.
You're talking about with Braveheart. So the thing is, I like Braveheart for some of the same things. You're completely and totally immersed in a new time period, in a different era. That you can get wrapped up in the conversation.
Mel Gibson's a great
because
actor.
they had real Scottish people, and they had people who really learned the Scottish like dialects, and then and there's so many memorable, quotable moments. And there's a lot of values, like there's that sacrificial value, like for what you believe in, and having honor and integrity.
Yeah.
And
doing the hard stuff now,
making
for
the
benefit
hard
later.
choice, right?
Yeah.
There's so much that can be taken away from that movie, and there's humor. I can remember some of my favorite lines are the funny ones.
But do you think teenagers have that now in another version?
I do think they have a modern day version of that. I honestly do, but it's in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I think it's the story of Tony Stark. Him all the way through Endgame, where he makes the snap and goes from being the playboy philanthropist to being the one who lays down on the grenade and trips the wire for everybody else.
Yeah.
The problem is, like Scorsese and them have said before, like it took them 20 movies to tell that story, whereas a good movie like Braveheart could tell it in 3 hours. He had 20 movies to tell that story. So, but I think that's probably the modern version of it.
Okay. My second one, Pride and Prejudice.
It's the same movie.
Completely different
No, it's
movie.
the same movie.
Completely different
I like
movie.
Pride and Prejudice.
With Keira Knightley.
Tell me why you like it.
It's romantic.
Same movie. Go on. People talk in an intelligent way in a totally different time period I can get immersed in.
It's not the same movie.
You have a type.
Yeah, I do have time. But Sense and Sensibility doesn't make me cry. Pride and Prejudice makes me cry at the end every single time. I have nothing else to say.
Empire Strikes Back.
You put Star Wars on your desert island.
Yes.
Okay.
Because I believe... It's either Star Wars or Lord of the Rings, and I
What's
feel like
funny
ultimately both of those movies and both of those stories are story based. Like they're driven by characters who are actors who are quality in what they're doing, and there's some serious storytelling. Particularly Empire Strikes Back, because The Empire Strikes Back doesn't end happy. It does not end well. It's the sad one. It's the one where you find out about Luke's father, and you find out, and they have these epic sword battles, but Luke loses. The hero gets his defeat.
Okay, I think it's funny that my movies are all like romances and I'm a girl, and his movies, while they may have romance in them, are like action,
That's not true. Braveheart is a romance movie.
It's an action movie. It's all about war.
It's a romance movie. War. It is a war movie. It is a war flick.
Star Wars. My third one is, which I am surprised because my third one and my honorable mention both have Bill Murray in them. Okay. 3 Bill Murray movies. I don't understand. I never knew this about myself. But anyways, my third one would be,
No, I don't. Groundhog Day.
Groundhog Day. I knew you knew it. It's a delightful movie, and it's so funny. And I could watch it once a year at least, just for the fun of it. But if it was on an island, I wouldn't be mad about it.
Oh, I got some honorable mentions because this cannot be one of my tops. But one of my favorite comedies of all time is Hot Fuzz.
I didn't watch that. I'll watch it.
You need to watch it.
Okay.
So funny. I mean, they say some F-bombs because it's over there. It's typical language form, but it's so funny. Oh, my, it's so funny.
What's your third one?
There's several movies that I'm trying to pick between. Hot Fuzz, Forrest Gump.
Forrest Gump.
That's funny. So good. Schindler's List.
We both like epic movies too.
I think I want comedy in there somewhere, and but the thing is, I'm thinking important movies.
But you're on a desert island. Who cares if it's important?
You're on a desert island. You just want to be entertained.
You don't need to know about the Nazis on a desert island.
You don't?
No.
This is what can happen, folks.
On a desert island?
Yeah, exactly. When you let a dictator get a hold of your island.
Okay, what's that movie about all those kids they put on a desert island?
Lord of the Flies.
Yes. I'm not taking that to my desert island. It traumatized me as a child when they stabbed Porky to death.
You know what?
What?
You're going to make fun of me. I might say Lion King.
I've never seen it. But go on. I know you're going to try to explain it to me again. I've heard Clifton explain the plot of Lion King like 40 times on this podcast now.
You're dead inside. As much as you heard me speak awful things about Disney, for me to even think about one of their movies being up there, I've never seen it. You tried to explain the plot.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. It's such a good movie.
Okay, my other honorable mentions are...
I never even got my real third.
Lost in Translation with Bill Murray.
Just email him one day.
And I don't like horror movies. The closest I get to that is Zombieland, which I think is hilarious.
Even though I just totally bashed them, because I'm a comic nerd, I might say Infinity War or Endgame. One of those.
A Marvel
if you can
movie.
pick that genre of things.
Okay, say I had a desert island and people were bringing crap to my island.
Yes.
Marvel might be something I threw off the island.
Post Endgame. You've seen it, right?
Yeah, I've seen all the Marvel movies
I
except
cried.
for one. Well, like Wakanda.
I cried. When he snapped and he was dying? Come on.
Like, for me, Marvel movies are an experience to be had in the movies and they're fun in the moment. I would never watch them again.
You're judging me on daggone one Marvel movie. I've talked some like classics, Schindler's List, Forrest Gump,
I'm not judging
Shawshank
you.
Redemption.
I'm just saying it shows the difference between males and females, I think.
I mean, it didn't say like Transformers.
I would rather take that. The one with Shia LaBeouf in them, the first one.
I don't know you.
I love Shia
I
LaBeouf.
don't know you anymore.
I have a married lady crush on Shia LaBeouf.
You've become, you've reached your final form.
Have you seen people who think they can really do it?
I need something hilarious.
That's why I took Zombieland.
It's not that funny.
It's so funny. But I also like movies where people achieve something. I like Social Network. I like The Founder. You know,
Yeah, those are good.
yeah.
Those are great. The original Batman, Michael Keaton.
Clifton, you can't take that Batman.
Why can't you take a superhero movie?
You can take a superhero movie if you did the whole Christian Bale series of Batmans. If you could take that as a series,
Judge
I
it
would
based
get
on movies
that.
that you watch all the time. If this movie's on TV, you watch it.
Mm-hmm.
Forrest Gump is like that. If I see it on TV, I'll sit down and watch it.
That's more like Pretty Woman for me.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. Honorable mention, Pretty Woman.
Honorable mention, Pretty Woman. Honorable mention, Schindler's List, Shawshank Redemption, Pretty Woman.
Shawshank Redemption.
I mentioned that earlier, and you're like,
You did not.
Yes, I did.
He didn't.
Yes, I did.
But it's wonderful.
It's a great movie.
Yeah.
A tall drink of water, Andy Dufresne.
The only reason I don't watch it more often is thinking about him getting raped.
Yeah, the rape scene is pretty
Yeah.
bad.
We just depressed
Now that
ourselves.
you know more about us,
Okay, but what would you kick off of your island?
what movies would I say get off my island? Do I
Yeah.
ever come back? Queen of the Damned. If you brought that movie on my island, I don't know. Ooh, Interview with a Vampire. That's a good one.
Oh, that is a good one. I'm glad you weren't kicking that one
I'm not
off.
kicking that off.
Okay, that's a good one.
We were talking about vampire movies. Anything from Twilight. If you brought the Twilight series, we would use that to make a fire.
I wouldn't take it to the island with me, but I do watch them on occasion. But they're not island worthy.
You literally just discredited yourself with all of your judgments on everything I said.
Hey, I didn't say I'd take it with me, but I'm not kicking it off the island.
Definitely getting kicked off the island.
I'd kick off almost every horror movie. Almost.
Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Again, Desert Island, what would you take with you? What movie? Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Let us know what you think in the comments. Keep supporting quality independent content. And as always, keep being awesome, because that's how God made you.